You are listening to the Hot Breath Podcast. I am your host, comedian Joel Byars, and welcome to your weekly guide to comedy mastery.
With Desi
It's like just doing that
Banks.
little piece of professionalism. You know, that makes a big difference in this game.
I like these mics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Nice.
This is Blue Encore 200s.
Yeah. It's dope, bro.
You like that? It matches the shirt.
Yeah,
Matches
bro.
the,
Like, I'm just...
you blinging.
Bro, I'm about to take this on stage, bro.
I thought you were about to say I'm about to take this. I thought that's what you were about to say. Let me hold something. Yeah, and I got you some water too.
Thank
That's
you,
for
bro.
you, dog.
Yeah, I need some this too. So.
This is Fontis. This is our water sponsor.
I like it, bro.
This is Georgia spring water from the Blue Ridge Mountains. They got.
I can taste them out.
You taste the mountain in that? That's good stuff. We collaborated on some labels. They do custom labels and stuff. So we out here. See, we doing big things.
Oh, yeah, man.
It looked like we were in a hospital before I went and stole this tree from next door.
I started to sign in, you know.
Well, dude, thanks for doing this.
Oh, most definitely, bro.
Seriously, I feel like with this setup, it's like we're in between two ferns or between two Joels right now. I feel like I need to introduce the show.
Most definitely.
It's like, hey, y'all, welcome to Hot Breath Podcast. We're here with my guest, Desi Banks. Desi Banks, welcome to the Hot Breathiverse.
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
Hey, welcome. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you know.
I'm asking you, thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.
Dude, you are red hot right now, my friend.
Slow down. Trying to stay, become hot,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think you're even bubbling yet?
I'm bubbling.
Okay.
But I haven't, got to where I want to be yet. That, as far as building to where I'm trying to go.
Yeah, and hold the mic.
Yeah,
because we're in a hospital, so the closer we hold it, the less
people
it'll
screaming
echo and everything.
Yeah, people having babies and.
See, we ain't made it yet. We out here just doing interviews where we can.
There you go.
I'm in here just stealing plants. Like Desi will understand. Desi will understand. So you're clearly like, how old are you?
25.
25. Yeah. So, dude. Yeah.
I'm trying to still popping the cherries.
You're so young, dude.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you hear. It's like,
you're
so young, you kids or whatever.
But I feel like I'm 35.
Oh, why so?
I don't know. I guess because I've been so into it, ever since I started.
Yeah. Like 2012, right? When you hit on Vine?
Yeah.
And the first video you do goes viral.
Crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, how is that predestined?
I don't know. And, when it happened, I was just like, wait a minute. Like, this is really happening. And my friend was like, you might as well just keep going now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just stayed consistent. I just kept going and, started building that, that fan base, so it's just been going ever since, man. So
all started with the ATL talk. Right?
ATL talk, bro.
Let them know. What was it? Let the Hot Breath
I was talking about somebody getting into a fight, and I was telling about a dude, he running into a fight, but him being scared. He not want to, fight anybody. And it was like this Atlanta slang type of thing, and in the South.
Atlanta slang
it's
type of
always
thing.
Like, so what's going on, shouting? So my partner had done, had done whoop the whoop, had done turned on the other side, even, something like that. But it was a like Atlanta talk video, and it went viral, man, and it was a good thing.
It had to be a good sign.
Yeah, and it was like, God was like, this is it, man. This where you gonna find your purpose at.
Yeah.
So once I found that purpose, man, it was everything, man.
And were you just like in your living room? Like this was not a big production.
I was in a room. Yeah, no. It was.
You're like in front of shades or whatever.
It was my phone.
Lighting,
I was in my room, like literally in my room, and it just sparked my mind. I said, I'm gonna do this. Boom, and I did it and posted it. And maybe like 10 minutes later, my phone was just. I was like, wait a minute. Like,
yeah.
Like,
what is this?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
It's like some app my friend tells me about, and now I'm like blowing up on it instantly.
Yeah. And as I was being consistent on Vine, my fan base was building up, man. And I was just like, okay, wow, I may be up to something, But like at that time, though, I wasn't taking it as serious. Only because I was in college and I was playing sports.
Yeah, football, right?
Yeah,
You're a wide receiver.
Yeah, I played receiver. I was at Georgia State, matter of fact, at the time.
Morehead, though, you started,
I went to Morehead twice. I mean, not twice.
Twice. You gave it a shot.
So I did 2 years at Morehead. And then I transferred to Georgia State and finished up. So once I got to Georgia State, that's when I, like, really got back onto it. You know what I'm saying? In 2015, once I graduated.
Okay.
That's when I really started back doing it because, in between, once I was doing football, I wasn't as focused on the social media, You know what I'm saying? Like I want it to be, you know, because of sports. So.
Did you think you're going to the league? Did you get
I
that far
did
into
thought
it?
I was going to the league. I thought I was going to the NFL. That's why I was like, you know, I ain't worried about no social media. I'm going to the NFL. So I'm gonna tell you this here. I just knew the Atlanta Falcons was gonna sign me.
And then, no.
Yeah.
But the Atlanta Panthers, you got the Panthers?
Yeah.
You know, Georgia State Panthers?
Yeah.
It's a good consolation.
Yeah. So
Well, I was wondering, what was the second Vine? So you probably post the first one, you're like, oh, I'm a prodigy. And then did the second one bomb?
I don't know if I can't even remember.
Oh, okay. You delete the losses, I guess.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do delete the losses. I don't remember what my second video was. I'm pretty sure I kept it up there just because, you know what I'm saying, at that time. Because in the beginning stages, it's like you just trying to put stuff out there. You just really trying to find yourself.
Yeah.
So you don't know what the people like just yet. You just really got to be consistent at doing something. Then you can be like, okay. You might been and done like 10 videos, and then you can like really say, okay, they like these.
What gets response you do more of.
So now I got to start doing more of this.
Gotcha.
That's when I found that niche with that. So
yeah, it seems what's impressive about your portfolio, and it is a portfolio, like between IG and Facebook and YouTube, someone may blow up on one, and they may have 1 million followers on Instagram, and then Facebook they may have like 5,000 likes.
Yeah.
All platforms,
Most definitely,
you're dominating in.
Most definitely.
That's very rare. Like, how have you been able to achieve like such notoriety across every platform?
See, I would say because of the content that I do put out, you know, the stuff that I put out, I like to relate. I like to,
get in the mic there.
I like to relate.
This is showbiz, kid. This is showbiz.
I'm preparing myself. But I like to relate to the people.
Okay.
From young kids to the older people, you know what I'm saying? I do a lot of character work, which involve like family, you know, so I like to involve like, you know, family, you know, relationship problems, family problems, and, you know, stuff that people went through, you know, growing up. So like my age range is from like, I would say maybe like 14 and up, but it's probably still some younger people who watch it. But you know, on Facebook, it's the older crowd.
Yeah.
You know, so I know what they like and I know what they want to see. And it's like Instagram, I know this what they want to see. And it's like YouTube, they like everything. You know what I'm saying? And Twitter, it's like they can like everything. You know what I'm saying? But Facebook is like really just for the old people. It's not too many young people that's on like Facebook. I mean, you have a few, but young people is more of Instagram.
Okay.
And it's like, I kind of like found the balance, you know, with that, I would say. I mean, I'm still kind of, probably not there 100%, but I'm at a good percentage of, you know, with it.
So you're maybe creating content you'll only release on Facebook and stuff you'll only release on Instagram? You won't like cross-pollinate?
Well, now I'm at a point where I make it for all.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody likes the relationship problems. Everybody have a baby mama that they deal with, you know, from the young to the older. Everybody has the bad child, the bad kid. Everybody have a grandmother. Everybody have a uncle or a granddaddy. You know, they do these things that goes on in my video. So now it's like, it's, you know, it's leveled out. You know what I'm saying? To a point where I can put it on every platform.
But did that take time to build into?
Yeah.
Okay.
It took some time. Because, you know, I would say like literally like for real, I really just maybe found my niche and like, you know, people really started to like get involved more. I would say probably, 2018 now? I would say the beginning of 2017 was really when things really started to pick up, you know.
What
when I started to see like
that change,
big numbers.
What was that pivot, you think?
Once, you know, of course I got with some great actresses, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Simone and Candace and, you know, Nunu and just all the people that I work with, and we all got that chemistry, you know, we all connected well, you know what I'm saying? We built that and we stayed consistent, you know, and the people started to love it. You know what I'm saying? My vision with what I do, you know what I'm saying? Of course I want a sitcom one day. So
Yeah.
I try to put work in with that so that people can like visualize it as like a sitcom. And I get comments like, oh my God, I can't wait to see this on TV. And it's like very inspiring to me. It's like, okay, I'm doing something good that the people love so they can like really see it on TV. So that's how I'm like, I got something.
Yeah.
It's just only a matter of time, you know what I'm saying? And your team just staying close and everybody believing that it can happen. Not only me, but them as well.
And sharing the same vision?
Yeah, because it's like, I can't do it by myself, so, and it's not just about, for me, it's for them too, because this can be something big for them as well, so that's how I look at it. And the people, they love it, they'd probably freak out if I came in with another girlfriend or another baby mama. They were like, whoa, wait a minute,
Right.
This is not,
Yeah,
because they like what they see. That's like, for example, if Martin brung in another girlfriend and it's not Gina, man, people be like, what is this? We want Gina, so it's at a point I feel like it done sunk into that and people love it.
And people love it on social media. And I'm sure you've been in the rooms with very influential people now and powerful people and people, almost the invisible hand of entertainment and where the tide is headed. Do you even think TV is the way to go?
Oh, man. Social media is being so strong, man. And I want to say TV, but so many people is on his phone.
Yeah, all the time.
I'm talking about with Netflix, with YouTube, you even got the stuff like HBO and Stars. They got apps for that now.
Yeah.
So it's like they can still just watch it on their phone. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, because I want to make it to the TV.
Okay.
And when I make it to the TV, you need to be turning on the TV. Don't be on your phone,
Right.
So, but I don't know, man. Social media is becoming a real big impact to the world. It's becoming too big, man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but if that's where it goes, it's fine. I'm not going to complain. But
because you're already established there.
Yeah.
So it's
building,
like
man.
Going to TV, it's almost like, okay, now you got to herd them to this, as opposed to, sounds like they're already invested. Like YouTube is almost a TV channel in itself.
Definitely. Yeah.
Especially with the amount of eyeballs you're getting is more than a lot of TV
Most
shows.
definitely. Yeah.
But is there something just to that? You just love Martin and you think the Desi Banks show is like a Martin. So you just want to see it on TV just for like the mystique of it, I
it's
guess?
like a dream, like it's like a big thing to like me growing up watching Martin and being inspired by his shows and, Eddie Murphy being my favorite actor, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to do some of the things that they did as well, but in my way. Not saying I want to be like them, but in a Desi way, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And this,
man.
To get these numbers you're getting, a thing you've harped on a couple times is consistency.
Yeah, that's
Go into more detail on that.
Consistent. I'm talking about like putting out videos. You can't in the beginning stages, you just can't put like one video out a week and just think that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to them.
You gotta put like in the beginning, like when it was 15-second videos, like literally, I probably posted like 4 videos a day.
A day?
A day.
Okay.
Until I got to a point, okay, now I can slow down now. They seen me a few times, so now I can drop down to 2 videos a day. And, here come 1-minute videos. So now it's like, okay, now I got 1-minute videos. Now I can do 1 video a day or 2 to 3 videos a week. I don't have to put too much pressure on myself.
You drop it down to that much?
Yeah.
From 4 a day to 2 a week?
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, okay.
Once you done built that, once you done got to a point where you can like, okay, cool. Now you have the time to focus on this, but also focus on other things as well, as far as like, building on the outside of your brand. You know what I'm saying? Doing things that are going to be able to take you to another level outside of social media.
What are those kind of things?
Like, I would say like acting, you know what I'm saying? Going to acting classes and stand up, being on stages and preparing myself for things like that. Because that is going to be able to give you a whole nother type of, I look at social media now as it's like your foundation, it's your brand. And it's like now, okay, what else you gonna do? You just gonna do social media, or you gonna where are you gonna take your talents to? And so with this platform, when they see me on TV now, these millions of people, they're gonna go watch me on TV. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you look like, okay, now it's gonna be inspiring to the people like, dang, he started from here, now he there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
how I like look at things. That's why I wanna touch that TV platform, you know, being in sitcoms, TV shows, and being in movies and stuff like that, you know, stand up, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, man.
That's the leverage is in those followers. Like,
Yeah, it is.
you see Wild and Out, everybody,
It's phenomenal.
They all have followers.
It's phenomenal.
That's the resume now.
Yeah, so it's phenomenal, bro. It's, you know, once you get to that level, man, and it's like, once you get to the TV level, it's like, now, okay, you there, but now it's on you now. Now you got to keep your foot in that door now. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay consistent at working hard. So I feel I look like at social media right now, I feel like it's a stepping stone. It's preparing you for some things, because once you get to that level, your work ethic got to be on times 10.
Boom. Yes. And you got to be that much more consistent.
Oh, man.
And,
yeah.
And
yeah.
a lot of consistency can come from organization.
Most definitely.
So how does organization play into how you move?
I would say focus and, you know, having the correct team, you know, around you to keep you at a level of, you know, trying to get to that point. You know, of course I have an acting agent
Gotcha.
that give me these opportunities as far as going in these audition rooms and, you know, meeting these directors, being on set with, you know, major producers and directors and, you know, stuff like that. That's going to be able to elevate me to that level. But I would say, man, getting to that level, you got to have a team. You can't do it by yourself.
Boom.
You can't do it by yourself, man.
Crucial.
And it can be really tough. Really, really tough by doing it by, you know, I feel like the social media part, you probably have to do that by yourself.
To build it up?
Build it up, you know. And then once you get to a point, then that's when somebody will come say, okay, he done built something. Let me grab him up, you know, let me help him out. You know, because you got to help yourself first before somebody else help you, man. You know, a lot of people think people just going to come and just, come on, man. But you got to put your work in it, man. They got to be able to trust, to know what they got. Like the person that they know he going to work hard. You know what I'm saying? They know they're going to stay consistent. They know they're going to do these things. So, you know, invest in. But, you know, maybe you get a mindset like, you know, hey, I done built this. Now I can do the business and I can bring my team in, and, you know, I don't have to like really worry about it. You know, that's why I say shout out to like Issa Rae, you know. You know, I look at people like that, like, you know, she didn't wait on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because social media give you a point. Like, you don't have to wait on nobody. You don't, man. You can do everything yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, it's a lot that goes in this stuff, man.
And as a comedian specifically, that's where like all comedians are like, oh man, how do I go viral?
Yeah.
How do I blow up? What am I doing wrong? Like,
Yeah.
what are some common mistakes you're seeing comics make in the social media world?
It's the consistency, man.
That's the X factor.
Because, you know, like you say, like for, you know, as you keep going, you're gonna find a niche. But the thing is to keep going though. See, a lot of people, well, first you gotta love it.
Yes.
If you love it, you're gonna keep going. I love this. Like, I don't care what the results I get. I don't care. I'm gonna keep going no matter what. I love doing this. And as you keep going, you're gonna find out what the world been missing. Like, you're gonna find that thing the world love, you know, because it took me some time to really like find my niche. Like, I used to be the point like, dang, like, what can I do consistently? And I don't have to do other stuff that's like weird and awkward, and you know what I'm saying? Consistency that the people is gonna love. And people, you know, they so worried about going viral. But to be honest, it's really they need to worry about finding that niche. You know, find that niche. Find out what you like to do and not what the people like.
That's what they gravitate towards.
Yeah.
The authenticity.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of your videos that you thought were gonna go viral,
It don't.
it's the opposite, right?
It's the I'm talking about, bro. It's so crazy. And now I'll be at a point I'm like, when I post video, I mean, of course I wanted to do good, but it's not up to me. It's up to the people. It's what the people like. But
Right.
it's like I done a few things to know what they like. So that's kind of an advantage that I do kind of have. But you got to keep going to like really find that niche though. You know?
So when did you feel like, was it a repost, or like what took you from, okay, I'm being consistent, I'm hammering it out, until you're like, oh, I found it?
When I start doing stuff with other people, like B Simone and Candace, and
that's when it took off.
I started to see like the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. I can't to that level. It's like you can't do it by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I'm naturally funny, you know, but once you found that team, and it's like you find yourself, you find a lot of stuff that's, you know, it's like you find the thing that God got for you. You know what I'm saying? So,
which is no more dick.
There you go.
Like, I'm walking in my calling. No more dick. No more dick.
You know. So yeah, man. Yeah.
But that took off.
Yeah, that's, you know, and so crazy. When I said that, it just came to my mind. It was
improv?
It was improv. Yeah, that whole thing was improv.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think we said an idea like what we wanted to do. And she came in already, and you know, I was just, something she clicked in my head. I was like, no more dick. And it's so crazy. It's so crazy because in my mind, it was like, don't say that, say that. And it kept going, you know, no more dick, no more dick, no more dick.
It's like, is this God's plan? No more dick, no more dick.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, cool. And before I post, you know, before we post, I'm like, it's gonna be funny. I don't know if it's gonna be funny or not. You know what I'm saying? Dog, posted it. Yo, it was crazy. We probably had like 200 to 300 comments in like 6 minutes. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. I was
that
like,
the one 50 Cent jumped on too?
Yeah, 50 Cent. Yeah, he reposted it. He reposted another video that we did as well. But yeah, you know, and it was crazy, bro. I was just like, and that's been like a thing. Like every time somebody see me now, they might be like, no more dick. There's no more dick, guy. No more dick. And you like, it's stuff like that people don't. It's like you don't write those things down. You can't write that down.
Right.
Those moments, like, you know, even like with Martin, I feel like, you know, some of his stuff was improv. Like, for example, like, you know, with Jerome in the high, I say, he didn't write, I'm pretty sure he didn't write that. It was just
character.
Yeah, it was just
persona.
character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The stuff like that sticks, I don't think you can write those things. You can't write that stuff, man.
It's just meant to be.
It's just meant to be.
God's plan.
It's just God's plan, you know? It's just natural, bro. So, yeah.
What is the most time you've spent on an Instagram video? Because I've played around with it a little bit where it's like, oh, it's a 60-second sketch. We'll knock that out. And then it's like 3 hours later. And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, it's a production. What's the most time you spent on one of these videos?
Probably like 2 hours, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like 2. I'm talking about like really trying to get the correct take and, you know, this person got to answer the phone or I got to go do something. And it's just, got to edit it down. I don't like to take that out. And, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, but that's like with cutting. See, now I kind of like made it a little easier for myself. See, now what I do now is to not even work so hard. We shoot everything. I write it down and we shoot everything. No cuts, no nothing. We go back and forth right here. So only thing that I'd be cutting is the end and the beginning. And the video is done. I don't have to worry about cutting it. We're going to get this take right here and that's going to be it. And I was like, you know, so because in the beginning I was like, okay, this is a lot of cutting. I'm getting tired of cutting stuff now.
Exactly.
I need to make it simple. And,
can't be consistent with that.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. The cutting, oh man, you'll get tired of that. So
yes.
I got to the point where I just shoot it out and, you know, found that way. So
yeah, and you found the sustainable. Because that's a big thing with consistency is if it's stressful, it's not sustainable.
It's not. You know,
not at all.
And it'll see it. It'll show.
Oh, yeah,
you know, it'll show and, they'll see it. So, yeah.
That's what I've learned. I went through a phase. Now I'm all in on Hot Breath. Like I'm just building this as like a platform. Yeah. And that's my new motivation. That's where I'm going to be drawing fans in.
Most definitely.
I went through a phase on like joel-byars-comedy where I'm like, I'm going to be political. I'm going to shoot sketches and I'm going to have comments every day about what's happening in the news. Man, I did about 3 of like just looking at the camera things and the cutting. And I'm like, no.
That ain't it.
This is not, that ain't it. No more vids. No more vids. So I found it through listening to people that most of my feedback is coming from the podcast and all they learn from it and the cool guests I get on here. So I'm like, oh, like you said, listening to your followers, what do they want? Okay, flood them with that.
Flood it. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
Make them fall in love with it, you know, inspire them with it, man, and connect with them. Like, what I like seeing the most is when I see comments like when people say, "Oh, I went through that, man. I know exactly that feeling," you know, and "Oh, I miss my grandmother, man. I wish my grandmother was still living." It's like, you know, I'm touching them through real life situations, and that's like what my comedy is about. I like to stay relatable, because to be honest, I feel like everybody done went through somewhat of the same stuff as like growing up and like dealing with like relationship problem, baby mama problems, and you know, and it's all light to what I do. You know, even though I have a baby mama like in my videos, you know, it's nothing negative. You know, about the situations. And it's like, it's a lot of people out here, you know, that don't deal with their baby mamas, you know what I'm saying, at a certain extent. But it's like, I even see comments for like, "Him, he called my baby mama, man." You know what I'm saying? To like, you know, you never know what that can lead up to. And they might be watching a video together, even though they didn't like each other at the moment. That video might connect them and be like, "Look at this. Why we can't be like this?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? And you never know, that can bring people together, you know? So
keeping it focused on the family.
Yeah,
you
know
like,
what I'm saying? It's really, all my videos is really just love, man. And you know, and just bringing that peace. It's not really ever no negative in none of my videos. I don't pour out the negativity.
So that's almost something you put your content through as like a filter, is like, is this positive? Is this about love? It has to have that.
Most definitely. It gotta connect.
Okay.
It has to. It has to connect in a positive light that the people will love, you know. It has to.
And it seems what you've referred to as, it has to connect with you first.
Most definitely.
So that's so interesting about social media. It's almost like the more personal, the more universal.
Most definitely.
Interesting.
Most definitely. And most definitely. Yeah, that's a big key. Yeah.
So if you create something and you're not that into it, but you create something to be viral, but you don't care, the audience isn't going to care.
No, they're not.
The exact opposite.
Ugh, dog.
Create what you want to see.
Most definitely. You gotta create. You gotta feel it in your gut that, okay, I like this. Like when I do my videos and we do takes, it's like, okay, that's the one. You know, I feel like that's the one. So I'm gonna put this out. You know, and we're gonna get the universe to respond to it. You know, so once you feel that connect, okay, that's good. Then you put that out. You know, I don't try to outdo my other video, because sometimes, you know, I can find one and then I try to do another take and it's like I try to outdo that one, but really that was the one though.
Exactly.
You know,
and you know in the back of your mind,
yeah,
you're like, nah, I'll MJ this. Yeah, you're like, nah, that's the initial one.
And you usually go with that one that
Exactly.
you say, you know. So yeah.
And thinking of this connection, we're always like, yeah, I'll just do what my followers want. But it seems like on social media, there's also algorithms at play here.
Oh yeah.
So what's that world about?
It's like with my algorithm. Of course, you got to know when to post. And my times are like prime time. I post around. It depends on the day. It's so crazy because on Sundays, I post around about 4:35 midday.
And do you schedule your posts? Like, do you put them into like a scheduler and put them up ahead of time? You know.
It depends. No.
Not like a content calendar.
Nah.
Have you heard of people doing that? Though?
I have.
But
yeah.
You don't.
No.
Okay.
But during the week, I post around 7:15 p.m. During the week, Saturdays I post at 11:30 in the morning, 11:15 in the morning. Not in the evening because Saturdays everybody is out. You know. And yeah, you know, the algorithm is really based on like your consistency of posting. You know, it goes up and down, you know, with the amount of views that you get and the likes and the you know, the comments and, you know, the engage that you get with your fans, you know, that it just plays a balance. But big thing is knowing when to post.
And is that through like analytics?
Yeah, analytics, it'll show you.
Okay.
You know, they tell you the best time to post, but it's like I found, without their analytics, I found the best time for me that's good and like that's been consistent for me, which is 7:15, you know, for the people, you know.
So how did you find that number for yourself? Are you tracking, are you keeping notes of like, okay, I posted at 6 this week I posted it at 6 p.m. on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Did okay. Oh, this week I posted at 7. Did even better. Like,
Most definitely.
You're tracking
it's just
personally.
like that. Yeah, it's just like that now.
Uh-huh.
And it was at a point where I was posting at like 8:39, which it was cool. But it'd be like some people will probably be off, some people probably be asleep, you know. So I'm like, nah, that's probably not good. So I dropped down to 7:15. It's like that right.
Interesting.
That right, you know, that right time of the day. You know, some people just got off work. You know, some people may be laying in the bed. Some people, I don't, you know, it's that right. I feel like it's that right,
spot.
that sweet spot.
Uh-huh.
You know, for me, you know, and then it's really.
Get you some water too.
Yeah,
now.
it's
you
really
want some of that Fontas water.
It's really knowing your fans' age range as well.
Okay.
You know, so my biggest range I would say is from like 21 to like 25.
Is this Instagram?
Yeah.
Talking? Okay.
But I still have like 30, you know, but like the biggest is probably like 21 to 25. That's like my biggest range. And knowing that they are young people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that flat level, that 7:15 is like the thing.
And it's a different, I think that's another good note, is knowing who your audience is. So
Most
your
definitely.
audience may be 7:15. My audience may
Exactly.
be comedians that are out at a show at 9 p.m. or something.
Exactly.
Just knowing when that is.
Yeah.
And maybe a weekend evening, maybe a good time to post a video, as maybe a Tuesday morning is better to post like an image or something. Like that too?
Most definitely. And see, with images, I post. So it's good that you said it. With images, I post around about, I would say 11 in the morning, 12. You know, those good for images. You know, just something they could just scroll. You know, and just boom. You know, especially in the morning. You know, in the morning, it just depends on what the video is. I mean, people ain't trying to.
And then maybe at work,
Yeah,
they can't really listen to it. They're just scrolling.
Yeah, you know, if it's a picture, it's just like, oh, boom, you know, boom.
Yeah.
It might be at work, they can't listen to it, they can't laugh. I dare say I'll watch this later, and when I get off or something, you know, know, it's something like that. So, yeah.
What about Facebook? Like, this seems like we're just talking about Instagram. What about
Facebook is the same. I when I post some on Instagram, I post it all. I actually post it on Twitter first.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And you know, it's that crazy. I found the thing too. See, Twitter is like my test. You know, I post it on Twitter first. And if I see Twitter is doing good on Twitter, okay, I know exactly what it's going to do on Instagram. I know exactly what it's going to do on Facebook. I know exactly what it's going to do on YouTube. So if it don't do good if it don't give me my good feeling on Twitter, I don't post it. So it's like a cheat sheet.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what kind of like keep me safe. You know, I post it on Twitter first. Okay, if it's, say for example, like 50 retweets in 6 to 7 minutes, that's phenomenal on my Twitter page. You know, so if I see that, it's like, okay, oh, it's going to be a good video on Instagram. I'm not even going to worry about it. Facebook, I know it's going to do good. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's like 15 retweets in 6 minutes, I'm not posting that. No, I'm not posting that one. You know? But it's like a cheat sheet. I mean, you know.
That's nice. Though.
Yeah.
It's like a beta test or whatever. You're testing if it's worth going
Most definitely.
into the sky with.
Most definitely.
It's
So,
like, can this get off the runway before we throw it off the cliff?
there you go. So, yeah, Twitter is like that cheat sheet for me to, like, you know, before I post anything. So.
How important are captions in all that game?
Oh, it's big. That's
Captions are huge.
Yeah, because they'll look at that caption before they even watch the video.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if it gotta pop to the people. It has to pop to the people. So yeah.
How do you make it pop to the people?
This just depends on what you're saying. Like what I would say for baby mama video. When your baby mama steal your money, or it's those keywords. When your baby mama whoop your son, or when your baby, it just, you know, it can't just be when your baby mama.
When you're tripping, it's got to be like an action word almost.
Yeah,
like
tripping
steal,
is,
whoop is what you said.
or like take the D,
Yeah.
You know, they like, oh, wait, what is that?
Wait, what is it? Yeah, that's true.
You know, like,
It
oh,
hooks
take
it
it
in,
in.
right? Yeah.
What is he doing? It's those keywords that make him go watch.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Gotcha.
So once that caption pop, okay, boom, I can watch it now.
Yeah, it's got to be concise. I see some people do like paragraphs. Does
I don't.
it just depend on the follow?
It just
depends on your following.
Yeah,
I
just
guess.
depends. Yeah, it depends on the following. I mean, I've been straight up with my, straight up simple, boom, boom, post. So.
But
Yeah.
with a content, not limit, content length. Instagram 60 seconds. What length of video do you find works for like a Facebook? Because that's got to matter too. Like Facebook, it's a longer video, so they may be more likely to consume 3 minutes, while on YouTube they may consume 20. But is Facebook like a smaller window of time? Have you found?
No, Facebook it can be a minute or more.
Well, like what the followers like? What will they usually? There's got to be a sweet spot with even the link to the content, right?
I just been a minute.
You just do minutes on Facebook.
Yeah, whatever I post on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, it's all a minute.
Oh.
I know they want more, but it's like you'll get more on some either doing longer stuff, or like being on TV, or it's like you
just.
Damn, I want to see more, man. Like I want to see you in a movie, man. Like they want to see you. They want to see you do more.
Yeah.
But it's like I can do these right now until I feel like they want to see more. But I feel like when there's more time, it's like you got to do more, if that makes sense.
Like in promoting it, or
No, it's like with a minute. Okay, once they laugh at that minute, boom. All right, what do you got? That next minute got to be funny too. And that next minute got to be funny too.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
You
it's
know
a
what I'm
longer,
saying?
You're thinking in sketches.
You know what I'm saying?
If it's longer, it's got to be.
Yeah, I just feel like a minute. I mean, it's good for the people right now, especially with attention spans. Like it has to be funny. Keep going. I'm not saying I can't do it, but when I'm doing that level, I want to be like doing like sitcom stuff and doing like sketch, more sketch stuff and episodic stuff and stuff like that.
I guess I was just thinking for hot breath and how I'll post like interview clips.
Yeah.
And on Instagram, I'll post minute snippets of stuff. But on Facebook, I may do a 3 to 5 minute, 7 minute clip.
Most definitely.
But that's a little easier to just snip that as opposed to writing a 7 minute sketch.
Yeah.
It's a completely different. So I guess I was thinking in those terms.
Yeah.
Of just how I can apply your knowledge to helping build hot breath. Do you have any insight for me, Brother Banks? Do you have any insight for me?
Well, see, on the interview side, that can be different, but it's still good that you put your minute clips. As far as like being on Instagram, you do like have a link in your bio.
Yeah, to the full.
Yeah,
because I
to the
post
full.
the full interview on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I'll clip it up for Instagram, and then I've been doing clips for like LinkedIn and Facebook, longer ones, but maybe a minute is all they really care about still.
Most definitely. And I don't know if Instagram will get extra time only because of Facebook. And they like connected with each other. It's like, once you give Instagram this much of the time than Facebook, that might kind of like pull some people from Facebook and bring them over to Instagram, because Instagram is like really, it's just a big thing. It's really big.
Out of all of them, that's the one that you.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting. But it's crazy. It's on Facebook. They have some interesting stories I like to like watch and look at. It's a lot of stuff that's on there, but it's more with that stuff. It's more like real life things that's happening.
Yeah,
with the whole Facebook thing.
It's
like a news.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like Facebook is more like a news channel. Instagram is more like your entertainment channel.
Yeah,
Okay, that's an interesting way to even look at cutting up interviews, to where maybe more entertaining clips are on Instagram and the more informative ones are on Facebook. And yeah, that's what I was looking for.
That kind of sparked me. That kind of helped me out.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I saw on your like YouTube the Desi Banks show. That's like, how long is that video? 20? 20 minutes, the episode?
Yeah, the short film.
The short film?
Yeah, that's like 23 minutes.
So did you, for sitcom length, right?
Yeah.
This guy right here, this guy.
Add the commercials is some 30 minutes.
Thinking about it all, because that's sitcom length.
Yeah. And I did that. I did that like 2 years ago. That's
And you could tell Nutty Professor is your favorite movie.
Yeah,
that's the jam, right?
Know it, bro. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Yes.
Because you're doing all the characters.
Yeah, man. And it's like when I was doing, I'm like, this is what Eddie Murphy went through, man. I'm like, I feel, I might not have been on the Eddie Murphy level, but I'm like, I can do it.
No, you're doing it.
You're
doing it, man.
So once a big old budget come in and you got some big people who want to like invest,
Because even that looked legit. Like the
production
production and all that.
It was good.
Very well done.
It was good. Yeah. I had fun shooting it, so.
How important is production quality in a social media post?
Oh, it's big. It got to be clear. You can't shoot with no Android. It's not going to work.
Take that, Androids.
It's not going to work.
If you're watching this on Android, just shut it off because your whole life is shut down.
Please. Please. Don't. I'm sorry. Android, it's not a... No.
It's just not built. iPhones are built for that.
Yeah,
They're
it is.
built for shooting and editing.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Androids are built for suckers, I guess.
I
Even
don't
though
know.
I have an Android. I got a Galaxy S6 actually.
Oh, well.
I'm waiting on these sponsors to come through, man. I need an Apple sponsor. Do you guys make one? Eventually.
Right.
Yeah, it's one step at a time.
Most definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Patience.
Because if you can, and that's something important for like a comedian that maybe is posting sketches and it is on an Android as opposed to an actual like camera, which now people are shooting skits on like red cams and stuff, like DSLRs. Like it's that professional now.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
But it's important, I think, for somebody starting out or just on the hustle and all they have is an Android, still do that.
Oh, still do it. Yeah, don't let that stop you. No,
do the reps.
Yeah, don't let that stop you.
Yes.
Yeah, because you never know. I know it's a camera, but you probably be funny as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Don't worry about that. I'm just saying, we just talking about the quality.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
But use what you got.
Yeah, don't let that
I really
stop
believe if you can do more with less, once you get more,
most definitely.
you can do everything.
Most definitely.
Ooh, I like that quote.
Most definitely.
I like that.
Yeah.
You can do more with less. When you get more, you can do everything.
Most definitely.
Or more, do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the tagline.
He said that. Yeah, so don't steal it.
That's what he said. Yeah, that's what I loved in watching. I watched the Desi Banks show, and because I knew you were a fan of Eddie Murphy and Martin and like Mike Epps and all this, and then seeing this production, I'm like, yo, like I knew who you were before doing this interview, but I always like in-depth research my guests, and when I started looking into you, I was like, oh, whoa. This isn't just somebody who's funny on Instagram. This is someone who has actually built a platform, really like a media company is what you've done in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
Is that what you're seeing in the long term?
Most
It's almost
definitely.
like a Tyler Perry Studios type deal?
Oh, man, I would love that.
That you see
Yeah,
that, though.
that's very inspiring. I can see that. I can see it, I can see it. But like I said, with stuff like that, I'm pretty sure, like, Tyler Perry, he had like a team of people that did their job, man. And you got to have that, And God. Let's not forget about God, and
No more dick.
no more
Don't
dick.
forget I'm sorry. I just love hearing your interviews. Like, I got to give it up to God. And then I just keep thinking, no more dick. No more dick.
But yeah, everybody got to be doing a job. There's only so much a person can do by himself because there's so many talented people that's out there. But it's like they need that extra help, man. Like you need that you got it. You need that. Like I don't care. Like you need that, man. You need that team. You need them people. You need that. With people doing their part. Everybody doing their part.
What are some tips for comedians, like new and old? Because you're almost doing the reverse. You blew up on social media, and now you're getting into the stand-up game. As a lot of us, I've been doing comedy a little over 8.5 years now. I've been working at getting good at stand-up, and now I'm like, okay, how can I build a following? How can I let people know about this? What are some tips you have for comics in that space?
I would, from my end point, social media is totally different from the stage. It's a whole different ball game. It's nothing to play with, I would say. But if you funny, if you feel like you're funny, you know, you can find a niche on the stage and not just be doing it because somebody else said, oh, you got this amount of following, bro. You got to do this. You got to want to do it. It got to be something that you really want to do, man, because there's only one take on that stage. You can't cut nothing out. You know, you can't cut it. You can't say, okay, let's do it again. No, they're going to look at you like, what?
Preach.
You're supposed to be a professional.
Right.
You know, but you got to know the gifts and talents that God has blessed you with wants to go onto that stage. Now, you know. Yeah, you know.
What's the worst you've bombed? How long you been doing stand-up?
6 months.
Have you been booed yet?
I had people walked out.
What's the worst bomb?
Oh, man. I had people walked out, bro. I was like, yo, and it's like I felt it, but I was like, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going.
You just muscle through. I'm going to wrangle them in.
Yeah.
No.
And I was like, oh, my God. And I was like, oh, man. I think because of my approach of what I said, and that like kind of messed up everything from the beginning. And I was like, oh, they didn't like that.
Do you remember what you said?
I think I was talking about where I was in a not so good way, and they wasn't feeling it. They wasn't feeling it at all.
Oh, like the actual room.
Yeah.
You were making fun of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to turn people off.
Yeah, and I think...
Because they're like, even if it's 12 people and you're making fun of the 12 people, it's like, hey, we're here to support.
Yeah.
We're not here to ruin your night. We're here to support you.
And
a lot of comics make that mistake.
And then it was like, okay, and it was like, oh, whatever. Bye.
They started walking out.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, I learned from it though. You know,
yes,
you learn from. I mean, it's good to go through those type of situations because it's like really okay. It's like God testing you. Do you want to do this? Because this is part of this, you know. And it's like okay. I done been through it. You know, I know how that feel. I know how the quiet feel, and I know when people not laughing and not interested. I know them feeling. So it's like, that's fine. Just go find what works. You know, just continue to learn from that because I feel like a lot of the greats done been through situations like that where
everybody has.
So I feel like if you don't have a story to tell with that, I mean, if it's just that easy for you, I mean, like, dang, like.
That's the benchmark question on this podcast. I ask every comic on here, like, what's your boo story?
Yeah,
or what's your worst bomb? Everybody has.
Because I felt like I was very like, I couldn't believe it.
You're like depressed after?
Yeah, I was like very depressed, bro. And I'm just like, oh man, this is crazy. And I had to keep reminding myself, man, you funny. I don't care. You funny. Forget what the people say, bro. You funny, bro. Like it don't matter. It don't matter. You funny. You funny. Don't let this, you know, forget them people.
It's like I can't tweet this one out
first.
You know, I gotta do it on stage.
You know, so
no retweets, no laughs.
Yeah, you know, and people was giving me advice after the show, like, look, it's all right, man. Just, you know, do this. It's cool, man. You know, it's good. It's good. And like I say, once you feel it that one time, it's like, okay. So if it happened again, it's like, okay. I done had some good shows. I done had some okay shows. You know, I know, you know.
You learn to deal with it.
Yeah, it's
failure's
fine.
the best teacher.
Yeah, man. It's, you know, once you done felt it at one time, it's like, okay, I'm good, man. And if it come again, I know how to deal with it.
It'll come again.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not putting voodoo on you,
No.
We all
I understand. Yeah, man. So it's like, yeah, and that wasn't the only time. That wasn't the one. It's been plenty of times I don't went in the room. It's like quiet, and I haven't got what, you know, I said, Joe, you know, hit him with a punch like, bah. Okay, that didn't work.
Huh?
Yeah, and they like, okay. Yeah, I done had those, but when somebody had told me before, because I used to be like, hey, this joke didn't work here, but it went good here. Yes. You know, it's like, don't take it away. It's just some stuff, you just got to figure out what worked. And that's like, you know, knowing the crowds.
Yes.
That's a big thing. Like, before you go up, see who's in the room. Like, watch, you know, see who's in here.
Yeah,
like,
what else are they laughing at? The comic before you, what are they getting laughs on? What style do they like?
Yeah, and it's so much. See, it's so much with stand-up that you have to learn. Mm-hmm. You know,
there's an algorithm.
Oh, man, you got to learn that stuff. And that's the process of everything. Like, I'm going through that process right now. I'm still figuring everything out right now. So,
and just like you said with social media, it's got to be something you want to do.
You got to want to do
it. Or the work won't be worth it.
You got to want to do
stand up.
Yeah.
You see people with that hour special, you didn't see the 20 hours of failure behind that special.
Exactly.
That's straight up.
Oh, man. Because, oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Goodness. That hour special, it looked good, but I know they went through so much just to get to that point.
Yeah. You're doing all the right things, man.
So
like you're building it up. It seems like you're giving the proper attention to everything along the way. You're
most definitely
building it incrementally, and that's going to be that strong foundation.
Yeah. Eventually, everything will be here on the same level.
Yeah.
You know.
I believe it, dude.
Yeah.
And I've been a fan of you and your work. I can tell just from the amount of content you're putting out, the work ethic is there, and you're clearly talented. But then to look at it's a portfolio of your body of work and being able to translate into doing films in Africa.
Yeah.
At 25, and then you get recognized in Africa.
Oh, it was crazy.
Which you're just like, won't he do it?
I couldn't believe it,
dude.
Yo, I couldn't believe that. That was like the light of that whole like trip, like knowing people know you in Africa.
What'd they say to you?
Like I was eating and the girl came up to me and she was like, "Oh my God, you the boy from Instagram." I'm like, wait a minute. I'm 16 and a half hours over the water. Right. Not even, driving. I'm talking about on the other side.
Uh-huh.
Like, what?
Yeah.
This is crazy. That was like real inspiring. It's like, that's how I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like when you connect with people across the world, it's like if you give up, you giving up on so many people. It's like, dang, like he don't do like you make people days, you inspire people, help others chase their dreams, help people find out what they love to do, and that's the beauty of it. Like that's the purpose of why I do what I do. So yeah, man,
it's to actually inspire you.
Yeah,
it's not just about entertaining, but you also want to inspire people.
Inspiring people, man, motivating people, because I do. Even though, like you said, they just see the video. They don't know what we go through on the other side. The pressure that you on, and how you got to keep pushing through this stuff to keep feeding the people. Because it's not about you. It's about the people now.
It's crucial. It seems.
Yeah.
Listen to what they want and give them more.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah.
I feel like and you getting recognized in Africa is shooting a film over there. It just seems like there are no boundaries anymore in terms of entertainment, and that's where TV almost creates like a box, and you get stuck within that box. Yeah. But the internet it's infinite.
It's infinite. It's beyond. It's like you don't have to wait.
Yes,
you don't have to wait anymore. You don't have to You can create your own short films. You can create your own movie. Because it's okay. I can't remember who I was watching, but he was in an interview. I can't think of the actor name. They was talking about, people say do you want to be an actor, or you just want to act, And it, like, what do you want to do? Okay, you say you want to be an actor. Okay, well, create your own stuff. Then you'll be an actor. You know what I'm saying? You want the fame, and you want to be on that level. It's like, what do you want? Like, what is it that you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we can create a short film, and we're acting, but it's really the fame. It's really that big thing that people is chasing.
I think having clarity in your goals is crucial, so you know where you're headed.
Most definitely.
Some people are like, "Oh, I want to get on Instagram, get 1 million followers." Okay, why?
Yeah.
What do you want to do with them?
Most definitely. You gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan.
Yeah.
And once you find that, that's another thing. Once you find that plan, it's like everything will continue to grow as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
You actually write down your plan?
Most definitely. You have to write the goals down.
Okay.
I write goals down. Like, it's like now, like the platform that I have on, the mindset that I have, the platform I have on Instagram is for everything on the outside. It's for movies. It's for TV. It's for the next level stuff. It's for people to come to my shows. It's now Instagram is just a platform for me. It's for my supporters. I want my supporters to be inspired of me going to the next level. I want them to see that, man. I want to get to another level, just to show them how God works. And He can do it if you believe, but you got to believe He can do it.
And having goals, I've heard people they'll visualize them, or they'll write them down every day, or they will actually take time to write down their goals and then just let them almost almost ferment and come to life, and you can physically see them before they actually happen. Most
definitely, because I done written out a few goals that has, once I focused on them, it came to pass. And it's like you really have to be focused on what you written. I think focus is a big part of being successful as well, and knowing what it is that you really want to do. And once you focus in on that and you find purpose in that and you be consistent in that, eventually you're going to get what you written down. Eventually it's going to come to pass, you know. I'm very spiritual because, you know, that God promised us these things. You know, we written on a pen. The goal is really, I feel like, you know, it's a sheet for God, but we still got to do our part as well. You know, we just can't rely on God to do everything. You know, people pray to these things and they say, all right, God, we want on you doing. You just sit back and just wait on God. No, you got to put in your work. You got to, you know, once God see you doing that, that's when He going to elevate you. He going to give you the strength to like keep going.
Do you put timelines on your goals? Like, I want to achieve this by this time?
Like how I write my goals, I do them yearly. So I want to accomplish these things this year. So I don't know when it's going to happen. I just know in between this year, these goals going to happen.
So what's on the goal list for 2018?
One of my biggest goals is to be on TV. Yeah.
And how specifically though? Like, you want to be a TV show? You want to be on a talk show? Like, how do you how clear is this goal?
Yeah, film. Either it's a TV show or it's a movie.
Okay. You're acting though.
Yeah, acting. Yeah, acting. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Is this your TV show or
just TV?
However.
Yeah. I want to be on TV 2018.
That's the big goal.
That's my biggest goal right now.
Okay. Well, I have zero doubt, my man, that's going to happen. So, yeah. You've been such a thrill to have on this show.
Most
it's really been an honor to be able to capture this moment in your career.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
I know you're very busy, and the fact you're willing to sit down with the hot breath of verse.
Oh, yeah, man. I enjoyed it, man.
Appreciate
it, man. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Before we get out of here, man, is there anything else you want the world to know?
I would just say, man, hey, find your purpose in life, man. Find out what it is that you really want to do and stay consistent with it and make sure it brings a positive light to the world. Yeah.
Let them use you.
Let them use you.
Desi Banks, thanks for being on Hot Breath, my man.
Thanks, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
One of those.
Booyah.
Wow. All right. Great job, man.
Thanks, bro. Woo. That was awesome.